One of my favorite dishes that my mother makes around the holiday season is cabbage stew. A variety of vegetables go into making her famous concoction, including carrots, specifically bunny love baby carrots. At one time or another in our lives, I am sure that we have all eaten carrots, whether we liked them or not. They are one of the most versatile vegetables used in home cooking. People of all ages, from babies to the elderly, enjoy these little orange nuggets on a daily basis. Carrots can be used in cakes, bread, salad, sides, soups, and stir-fry as a delicious health boost to one's everyday diet. However, have you ever wondered how they traveled all the way to your plate? Where they are packaged, or how they are even processed? Today's carrots are a domesticated hybridity of earlier wild carrots. Carrots originated as late as 3,000 years ago in Central Asia and the Near East and slowly migrated towards the Mediterranean region. According to the Agricultural Marketing Resource Center, which is also backed by the United States Department of Agriculture and Iowa University, China is the #1 producer of carrots, supplying 34% of the world's orange vegetable. Russia and the United States are tied as the world's #2 producer of carrots at 7%. Carrots grown 3,000 years ago aren't the familiar orange variety that we consume today. But they were white, yellow, green, or purple, and not that tender or tasty. Their ancestors were more commonly used for medicine rather than in food. In ancient eras, carrots and their juice were prescribed to treat cancer, indigestion, snake bites, and skin ulcers. Although the exact origin of the orange carrot is not precisely known, it is believed that the Dutch first developed them in the early 1600s. Carrots have long been useful as a food, flavoring, or even a decoration. In the Middle Ages, women would decorate their hair with carrot feathery leaves as a sign of status. Carrot juice has also been used to improve the color of food, such as butter and bread. The carrot is now the #2 ranking vegetable grown in America, with a per capita consumption of over 12 pounds in a year, as stated by business journalist and former managing editor of Marketing News, Kevin Higgins. Though carrots have been grown and sold in many shapes and sizes throughout history, one of the biggest innovations arrived in 1989 when peeled mini carrots were introduced. Known today as baby cut carrots, the bite-sized carrots are not actually grown to be that small. They are bred to be long, slender, and sweet, then cut into 2-inch pieces and chopped to uniform length. Higgins stated that the introduction of the baby cut carrots into the market has increased consumption of the vegetable nearly 30% in the last 20 years. Today, they are the most popular variety of carrots sold in the marketplace, with an overall market worth of about $400 million. Baby carrots have become the staple of lunch bags, snack trays, and dinner plates because they are delicious alone with dips or an easy side. When researching the particular brand of Baby Love bunny carrots, it was surprisingly easy to find that they were both produced and grown in Bakers, California, on Grimway Farms. According to Richard Wilk, author of Home Cooking in the Global Village, the average item in food has traveled 1,500 to 2,000 miles to reach your plate. In the case of my mother's cabbage stew, bunny love carrots have traveled an approximate 2,714 miles to be sliced and slowly brought to a boil in my hometown of Easton, Maryland. That sure is a long way to go for these tiny carrots to only have a shelf life for about 30 days, once packaged. Grimway Farms is very proud of their organically grown carrots that have never been treated with pesticides or herbicides since their humble beginning as a small roadside produce stand in 1986. As described by registered dietitian and nutrition expert Dawn Blattner, per her tour and personal interview with Grimway Farms. In her interview, it was noted they are the largest produce grower in America, set at a net worth of about $350 million. Grimway supplies 85% of America's carrots that make it onto consumers' plates, and also export large quantities to Canada and Mexico. According to their website, Grimway Farms has a unique process of growing their organic baby carrots that starts in one of their many fields placed in a variety of locations in California's sandy, loamy soils to ensure optimum growing conditions per year-round. These soils, combined with the ideal California climate of 75 degrees to about 85-degree weather days and cool nights of 50 to 60 degrees, provide the optimal growing conditions. Fields are then rotated so that carrots are only planted once every 3 years in the field so that the soil is not robbed of its nutrients and the environment won't be at risk for overfarming. Non-genetically modified seeds are then planted in tight clusters to encourage the carrot roots to grow into a cylinder shape. The carrots are then dug up by the harvester's lifting mechanism. The carrot tops are pulled up by the machine by a pulley where a knife cuts off their leafy top. Then they are rolled into a dump truck that is moving alongside the harvester. These freshly harvested carrots are then immediately brought back to the facility for washing with lightly chlorinated water with brushes. The carrots then go through a sizing operation where the small diameter carrots are selected to be made into baby carrots, and the larger carrots are used for other productions by Grimway Farms. From there, the carrots are cut into 2-inch segments and then through the tumbling process to give them a nice round edges that are considered one of their most prominent characteristics. Finally, after a hand-inspected process, the carrots are cooled to about a 32-degree temperature and sent to packaging where they are labeled with healthy gimmicks such as no preservatives and all natural. Grimway Farms is responsible for introducing revolutionary packaging innovations that expanded the distribution of baby carrots to supermarkets and school lunch programs across the country. Today, Grimway packaging uses a plastic film with microscopic perforations that allows the carrots to exhale carbon dioxide during their travels. Once in the shipping room, the hand-packaged boxes are wrapped in panels and loaded into refrigerated trucks to be shipped across North and South America. From there, these carrots are distributed to local supermarkets and sold for a profit. In regards to laborers, not much is said on Grimway's website, besides that they encourage a healthy lifestyle for all their employees and have constructed a gym at their largest plant in Bakersfield for the purpose of health. They also advocate a sense of family among employees in reference to their modest beginnings as a family farm. It is suggested that most of their employees are first-generation Latin Americans or migrant workers by pictures and videos found on their website. There is mention of only a few hundred workers per plant to satisfy the mass production of carrots across North America. This could mean a heavy reliance on machinery or the abuse or unfair work hours placed on workers to harvest 10 million pounds of carrots daily. If Grimway relies heavily on machinery for much of their production process, then this could signify that the company has grown towards the technological age, not only to keep up with the demand for America's health craze, but also to meet the ordered low cost of labor. Within this knowledge, it could be assumed that Grimway presents a brazen tone which it comes to the way they treat their workers and the quality of their machines in the United States. When in the grocery store shopping, we usually don't think about where our food comes from because we don't have to know. Other people grow it and process it and then buy it and sell it until we see the brand, a language that we have come to understand without any effort. As mentioned before, Grimway marks their bags with labels such as non-GMO to grab the health-concerned shopper's attention, and sometimes with familiar cartoon characters to keep little kids only eating their brand because it has the bunny man on it. Carrots do not hold any one specific culture, but has merely been a participant in the process that allows people to move fluidly through the global market without losing their cultural identity. This is because the carrot is used in almost every culture as a go-to staple. It can be found in cabbage stew, sushi, curry, and many other dishes of ethnic origin. It was refreshing to find that Grimway was so transparent about their products and farming techniques as opposed to other mass-producing food companies who were actively shading and distancing their projects in hopes of increasing their sales. Their website makes it obvious that Grimway is concerned with producing the best carrots possible, as well as being concerned about their environmental footprint. They also show their production and distribution techniques to be economically and environmentally sustainable. It was notable how dedicated Grimway is to producing the best organic carrots for their consumer base, and how they strive to encourage a healthier lifestyle, not only through their products, but their employees as well. It does raise the question, however, with their choice of non-GMO labeling, if Monsanto or other controlling food industries will interfere or take offense to their packaging. It is also an open-ended question if they are planning to expand past the North American borders into overseas trade. They would be able to branch out and bring organic vegetables to a global level, while also making a profit. Grimway has proven to be a reliable, high-quality source of organic vegetables with well-rounded production morals for the last 40 years, and hopefully for the next 40 years to come. And then also, as we stand on the edge of the age of globalism, this speech has challenged you to question where the things that you put inside your body and use as fuel come from. And hopefully it has also influenced you to remember to say thank you to Mom for all those free meals. Thank you.